All right, Glendora, you can start whenever you want.
Are you going to give me a
I'll
countdown?
give you a countdown. Five, four, three, two.
Folks, I'm a fan of Joel Engelman. Joel Engelman, tell us about your program on the internet, would you please?
Sure. Hi, folks. My name is Joey, and I mostly run a YouTube channel where I talk in bite-sized documentaries about interesting people and stories within the movie and television world. I consider it multimedia oddities for the most part, but I also like to just get a chance to celebrate the interesting people and stories from that world, and that's how I was introduced to the amazing life's work of Glendora. So it's a pleasure to be here.
Mr. Engelman, how did your interest in such a uh, thing start?
Making stuff on my own. I got a camera from Walmart back in 2007, and I started making just, 15-second YouTube videos with my neighbors. And that YouTube channel, now 17 years later, is my own life's work.
And Mr. Engelman, these 15-second uh, interviews with your neighbor, were they ever cable cast or broadcast?
They were posted on my YouTube channel back in the day, but most of them did not make the cut to stay on there today. But there's a few that you can find if you scroll really far back.
No, Joey, where were you born, dear?
I was born and raised in a suburb of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and that's where I lived for the first 18 years of my life.
And where did you go to school, Joey?
I went to college at the University of Central Florida in Orlando, and it was some of the best time of my life.
And what subjects did you major in?
Well, because of my interest in making videos on YouTube, it led me to go to film school at UCF. And so I got a degree in cinema studies there.
Oh, that's interesting. Now, what were your first jobs out of college?
Uh, I had one of the coolest jobs in the world. I was the promotions manager for a college film festival where I would travel around to college campuses around the country with four of my closest friends, and we would provide free film equipment to students for an entire week where they could make anything that they wanted. And then at the end of that week, we would screen the top 16 films in a huge red carpet premiere on campus. And so I got to really just make a living for a couple of years, traveling around the country, meeting interesting people, and kind of just spreading the good word of movie making and sharing people's stories. And
And
it was a blast.
and Joey, where were these wonderful things seen?
They were on campus, the premieres, and then they were uploaded. The festival is called Campus Movie Fest. So if you went to Campus Movie Fest, either their website or they also had a YouTube channel, all of the short films were then uploaded there. So you could see thousands and thousands of amazing college short films there.
Oh, and you have safe archives of them?
Yeah, I believe every video is still up there, including mine because I participated in it as a student, and that's how I learned about it and then became an employee there, just so that I could, pass that experience along to other young filmmakers.
Oh my goodness. Now, Joey, who funded all this? Who sponsored all this?
I know that the colleges themselves would pay for the festival to come, and then there were also sponsorships like Adobe, who has an editing software. They partnered with Campus Movie Fest. At one point, Amazon Prime also partnered with Campus Movie Fest. So it was kind of a mix of a bunch of different brands and the colleges themselves. And so that way, all of the college participants could participate in it completely for free. It was amazing. I was really happy to be a part of it.
Oh, of course, no, Joey. How did it, is it still going on or?
I think it is in some capacity. I know that the pandemic affected it quite a bit. Um, but yeah, I think that I don't know how many colleges they go to nowadays, but I know that they still have some online competitions that happen from time to time. So anyone that's in college that's interested, highly recommend. It definitely changed my life.
Yes, indeedy. Now, where did you go since from there?
After I was done with the tour, I moved to Denver, Colorado in 2018, and that's where I am today.
Oh, okie dokie. And why did you move to the grand state of Colorado?
I just because I traveled for so long, I felt like I got a good sense of the different areas of the country, and basically the whole time I was kind of thinking of it as a recruitment tour. And Denver just kind of felt the most welcoming to me. I also had a couple very close friends that had been living there for a few years,
Oh,
and so they
okay.
did a really good job of selling it to me. And so now I've been here for seven years, I think, and I'm really happy. It feels like home.
And what did you think of our New York State, the Empire State?
I love New York. I mean, I don't know if I would be able to ever move to New York, but my dad is actually from the I guess it's upstate New York technically. So I've gone there a few times to visit, and if it does feel like, since my family is from there, I have a special connection to it.
Well, Joey, are you talking about metropolitan New York or our upstate New York?
My dad he's from like 50 miles north of Manhattan. So I feel like I've gotten a mix of both, and I think I would more likely move upstate New York than the city.
Upstate New York, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
If you live in Manhattan, upstate New York, you're 249th Street.
I don't know if I could do that close to the city. I like the outdoors a little bit too much, and I think I would be a little bit too. I think the city life is a little too fast paced for me.
Now, honey, I would like to know the internet story, how you started on internet and your progress.
I mean, yeah, like I said, it started when I was just making silly videos, sketches with my neighbors, and then I remember I made a couple interesting videos with that, and my mom specifically was very impressed with them, and she said, you could do this for a living, right?" And that's kind of when making videos and filmmaking in general kind of caught my attention, and um, it's been a slow progress with me. Like I said, I went to film school for it, and I would make short films with my friends there. And then I worked for the film festival. And now it was around the pandemic where I started wanting to think of it as a career app for once. And instead of, using YouTube as a stepping stone to get into movie making, I thought maybe actually YouTube itself could be a living for me. And I started making videos about interesting stories in the movie and TV world, and things really started picking up from there. I got introduced to amazing people like you, and 17 years later, it's now a full-time job. And one thing that I love telling people is that for a while, I actually held a world record for slowest YouTube channel to reach 100,000 subscribers. So
Wow.
it was not, no, I don't think anybody plans to do something like that, but I take pride in the fact that I was slow at it. It didn't come easy to me, but I stuck with it, and I was very resilient in my goals, and that led me to where I am now.
And was your mommy proud?
I think so. Yeah.
And where is mommy today?
My parents are still in South Florida, so it gives me an opportunity to go down there from time to time.
Does she still root and toot for you?
Oh yeah, my parents watch all my videos.
No, listen, Joey, isn't Engelman a word for Englishman?
I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. I should probably figure that out.
Hey, Google, is Engelman a word for Englishman?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Okay, Google. Or I kind of think you are Anglo-Saxon, aren't you?
Um, I know my
I didn't understand.
Okay, Google, thank you. Say goodbye to Joey Engelman. Uh,
Bye, Google.
isn't are you Anglo-Saxon?
Um, I don't know actually. I know my mom is Irish and my dad I think is part Russian.
Okay, okay. Joey, my darling, what is your hope for the future on these our endeavors?
Hope for the future for me or just for the world in general?
No, honey, I don't even bother with the world when you're around, just for you, dear.
Okay. I think I think I want to just do a whole lot more of what I'm doing right now. I feel so grateful to be able to be at the point that I am now and working on the things that I'm so grateful to be able to make a living doing things and making the things that I want to make.
Oh,
And
yes, Joey. Yes, you're a wonderful example of that.
thank you. Yeah. And so I don't know if it's a lack of ambition or anything, but I feel very happy with where I am now. And I think anything else is going to be special. But um, I think maybe one day I would love to make a feature length documentary. So
Oh,
maybe I'll put that on my list.
that would be splendid. You could you think a little more about a documentary about you? That would be lovely.
Yeah, I don't know if it would be about me, but uh, it would be made by me, and that would be cool.
Well, Julie, I think it would be a good idea because I don't think there are enough people familiar with a career such as yours.
Mm.
And I
It is
think a
interesting.
documentary would fill quite a bit of knowledge.
That's a great idea, actually. That I do like that because it is. I don't think people realize just how much is out there for creatives. There is really. It's so new still.
And Joey, you're on YouTube? Are you on TikTok? Are you on Facebook? Other ones too?
Yeah, I'm on all those. I'm happy to see you on TikTok, by the way. I was really excited to see your account there. Is it going well for you so far?
Well, I kind of think so. Monday there were over 3,000 views.
Amazing. Amazing. I do I'm actually curious if I know that public access television has always been your home, and I know that that has changed over the course of over the last like decades or so. But I really do, just from making that video that I made about public access television, I really do see the spirit of public access in YouTube and TikTok nowadays, which is why it was so exciting to run across your life's work
I
because
know,
it feels like
honey.
a predecessor to it. And I was curious if you felt the same.
Yes, honey, it is a very, very long career, 1953 to the present.
Wow.
Uh, and then I was going to tell you there's 2,800 likes. Now, how many are yours? Yours are 170,000.
On TikTok?
Yes, you. No,
I think I
no,
have
on YouTube, dear.
yeah, I think I have on YouTube about 160,000 subscribers, which is just
Are
insane.
you are you the champion, dear?
I feel like it.
Does anybody have any more subscribers than you, dear?
A whole lot of people do, but I'm okay with that.
Okay, all
They can
right.
have them.
And now, was there anything that you would like to ask Stephanie or tell Stephanie about this world of yours?
Um, well, I gotta imagine is Stephanie helping you with uploading your content online?
Yes.
Yes, she's awfully good, dear. She's very able.
I can tell. I can tell. Well, then, yeah. I mean, I would say that you're doing a great job with it. I think TikTok is going to love Glendora the more that you post there, and I know that you have an endless well of content to provide with that, with the tens of thousands of episodes from your public access show. So I think just keep going at it, and you're
Yeah,
doing a great job.
all right, dear. Now, you are an example of what I try to tell the youth today who wander around in their 20s not knowing what they're supposed to do. I tell them, think back to what you liked to do best when you were 12 years old. Were you nearly 12 years old when you started making your little 15-second films?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. And what's interesting is that I had that big moment myself. I was working out here in a full-time job, and during the pandemic, I really had a moment of self-reflection, and I thought, what is it that I really want to do? And it was
Yes,
the thing
what is
it
it?
was the thing I was doing as a 12-year-old.
Yes, there you are.
So I
Absolutely.
definitely I live by that philosophy.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Is there anything else you would like to give the advice to the youth other than this very important point we just made?
Um, I think as fa I would probably just echo some of the things that people more wise and more experienced than me have said that has resonated with me. And one of the big things is figure out the life that you want to live and almost try to backfill your career that way. Figure out what your day to day is that would make what is a day to day life for you that would make you happy, and figure out your career based off of that.
Very
And
good.
and you can't go any wrong. You can't
Very
go wrong
good.
with that.
Joey, I'll tell you a joke.
Please.
The truck driver was eating his lunch at the truck stop, and the three men on three motorcycles drove up to the truck stop and parked their motorcycles outside and came into the truck stop. One of the motorcyclists tipped over the truck driver's glass of water. Another tipped over his cup of coffee, and the third one tipped over his dinner plate. So the truck driver got up and he paid his bill and he went out. And one of the motorcyclists said to the other two, well, he's not much of a fighter, is he? And the owner of the truck stop, looking out the window, says, he's not much of a driver either. He just drove over three motorcycles.
I love that one.
Now, do you want to interview me and Stephanie?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many questions that I would love to. I mean, I will say one of the things that I absolutely that connected with me so much, very deeply, was your passion for documenting life. And you did it. I think I remember saying in the video about you that you did it with an unstoppable joy, and you did it as if it was almost your duty in life to capture the world around you from your perspective. And
That's
um,
right, Joey.
yeah, maybe I would love to hear more about that. When did that start for you, and
Could
what
you
does that
ask
make you
me?
feel?
Could you ask me a question?
Yeah, when did you start feeling the sense of duty to capture life around you from your perspective through a video camera?
No, Stephanie, you answer it.
Oh, I answer it. I don't know. You've always been in front of a camera for as long as I've known you, and much longer than that. So I think it was probably just a natural progression from going in front of public access to, having cameras that were very portable and easy to document everything. And I think it's a natural progression from public access to, just
I
having her own life and
Yeah.
showing her life.
I think it was a very deep respect for laughter. Laughter is such a grand thing, Joey.
Hmm.
Even people who are very sick, you can tell them a joke and they will laugh.
Yeah, I
Uh,
love that.
and uh, and that was just it's just the joy of having people have a good response. And my show, A Chat with Glendora, always has a happy ending. Everybody's glad when it's over.
Because they're waiting for the next one.
um, And my dear friend Stephanie is on her way to be what she wanted to be at 12 years old. Now she's going to be a librarian.
That's amazing.
Yes.
How cool is that?
Yes.
It is.
Yes, it is, dear.
Thank you.
Well, honey, was there anything that you would like to share with me?
Actually, I was wondering if you would want to participate in a video project of mine real quick. I've been doing this thing for the last, I think this is now 9 years, uh, where I record 1 second of footage every single day. And then at the end of the year, I put all of those seconds together into one video, and you get to see my life in 1 second chunks. And I've been doing this now for 9 years, and I want to do it for the rest of my life. And I would love to have you be in one of my seconds to represent today.
Sure, we would do anything for you. Tell us what to do. What are the logistics?
I'm just going to record this with my phone, and we can just wave to the camera, and I'll say hi, and that'll be it. And then at the end of this year, you'll be in it for 1 second.
And now, when do you want to do this, dear?
Let's do it right now. So I'll record you right now. So,
Sure,
ready?
sure, sure. Go ahead.
Hi, Glendora.
He's waving to you, Glendora.
Yeah, I'm waving.
He's waving to you, so wave back. Wave back to him.
What, dear?
Wave back to him.
Wait.
He can't see, so yes,
Yeah,
wave.
here we
There you
go.
Perfect.
Hi, Glendora. Perfect. Cool.
Is this
it.
pay? Do you have to belong to the union to do this?
Yeah, I'll send you the invoice later on.
Joey, is there anything you and I can do in behalf of this thing that we believe in?
I think I'm just trying to do my part by making things and lead by example to putting myself out there to make things. So hopefully other people can be inspired to do the same. And also at the same time, spread the stories of other people who have inspired me, and yeah, encourage other people to make stuff. I don't know. What would you say?
Well, I'm wondering if enough people know about us.
Yeah.
I mean, are enough people watching us, dear?
I'm happy with the amount of people that watch me. I feel very grateful for anyone that takes a little bit of time out of their day to to listen to the stories that I'm sharing. And whether that's 1,000 people or 100,000 or even just 100, because 100 people, that's a fun party. And I feel very grateful to have them in the room to listen.
And you have devoted fans like me. I bet you have many of them.
I'm grateful for any of them. Yeah, I appreciate anybody that can show a little support.
Now, honey, what are your demographics? Do you know how many people in Morocco are watching you and what their ages are and whether they're male or female?
No, I have no idea, but shout out to anybody that's in Morocco watching us.
Does TikTok have what do you call it? Analytics? Do they have an analytics there?
Yeah, it's not very in depth though, so I think it'll show like your top 5 countries, but anything after that, it just says other. So I don't know about Morocco specifically.
And how about the media? Are they paying enough attention to you, dear?
Uh, I don't know. I haven't asked.
Okay. All right. Steph, can you think of any holes that we haven't filled?
No, I think you've done an excellent job, both of you.
Oh, thank you, Steph. You'll get a raise. All right, Joey. And we can always make addenda, but I think I'm very, very not only honored, but excited to make a person of your intellect to come into our lives and have a new friend. I need new friends,
Yeah.
Joey. At 97 3/4, you tend to lose your friends. You can tend to lose your contemporaries, dear.
I understand, but I'm happy to be your friend now. You got a new one with me.
So thank you for being a new friend, dear.
You got it.
All right.
Well, thank
And
you so much for having me.
and tell your mother that she did a good job on you. All right, dear?
I will. I can't wait to tell her that we got to talk.
All right. Grace and peace unto you and all you love. Say
Same
goodbye
to you.
and say goodbye to Stephanie, dear.
Bye.
Stephanie, thank you so much for helping us out.
Oh, of course.
And best of luck with your career. It sounds like you're on your way and it's going good.
Yes.
Bye bye, dear Joey Engelman.
Take care. Have a good one.